10 Signs that a Woman Gives When She's Cheating, Part 2. Many individuals mention that in situations where a woman is being unfaithful to her partner, there are often no obvious signs of this behavior. This often results in the situation where many men end up being victims of infidelity without realizing it, due to a lack of belief or neglect towards certain subtle indicators given by the woman when she is involved in an extramarital affair. When a woman is going through infidelity, she tends to significantly alter her behavior. This change in female behavior can be interpreted as a revealing sign that infidelity is occurring. If you're interested in this type of content, please leave some suggestions for video topics in the comments and give a thumbs up and share if this video helps you and others deal with such a delicate situation. 1. One of the first signs of possible cheating by your partner is a change in her behavior. For example, you might notice that she pays more attention to her personal appearance, showing a greater interest in dressing up than before. If you've observed that she didn't have a noticeable tendency towards vanity, excessive care for her appearance, or a constant concern for her image, and suddenly you see a significant increase in this behavior, it could be a noticeable sign. Not all women naturally have an inclination to overly concern themselves with their appearance and vanity. Therefore, this sudden change, especially if it wasn't a part of her history, could indicate that she is exhibiting a different pattern. In this context, the renewed focus on personal care can be considered a relevant indicator of ongoing infidelity. The second revealing sign is when she starts to excessively communicate with someone, especially if that person is unknown to you. If she suddenly shows a considerable increase in the amount of conversations and interactions with someone you don't know or have information about, this could be a clear sign that she's involved in frequent messaging with someone who sparks a particular interest. The third sign, widely considered one of the most evident indicators of cheating in relationships, involves a noticeable change in behavior. If you notice that your partner has started to acquire a large number of new lingerie items, it's a reason for suspicion. Especially if she didn't have the previous habit of frequently buying such intimate clothing to share with you. The situation becomes alarming when you observe that she comes home with a new piece of lingerie every week, each one more attractive than the last. If she's not wearing these lingerie items in your presence, it's natural to wonder who the recipient of these new acquisitions might be. The sudden increase in lingerie purchases, especially if it wasn't a characteristic of her previous behavior, can be a concerning indicator that she's investing in intimate attire to use with someone else, possibly another man. The fourth sign relates to an abrupt change in her sexual life. If you notice that suddenly your partner begins to show a decline in shared intimacy in bed, even when you seek intimate moments together, this can raise concerns. If you observe that she frequently makes excuses like tiredness, headaches, or lack of inclination when you express the desire for intimate connection, this can raise suspicions. If over time she becomes increasingly rejecting during these intimate moments, it's reasonable to consider that there might be an interest elsewhere, possibly directed towards someone else. The fifth sign suggesting the possibility of cheating is when a woman starts to come up with excessive stories and excuses to justify her outings. She often mentions that she's going out with a friend or spending the weekend at her friend's house. However, when you notice the consistency of these narratives, it's natural to suspect their truthfulness. When a woman begins creating these justifications to meet with her friend, it's plausible that, in reality, she's not engaged in such activities. Instead, these situations might indicate that she's using these pretexts to meet a lover in secret. The sixth indicator suggesting the possibility of cheating is when she demonstrates excessive concern about keeping her phone secure, especially away from you. If you notice that she's always holding her phone and never leaves it unattended anywhere, this can raise suspicions. This change in behavior might indicate that she's afraid you could access the content of her phone and discover something she would prefer to keep hidden. When a person has no secrets or nothing to hide from their partner, they usually don't worry so much about hiding their phone. This excessive concern to keep the device out of your reach could suggest that something inappropriate is happening. When someone has nothing to hide, they're unlikely to feel anxious about you picking up the phone and exploring its content. Therefore, this change in behavior regarding the phone could be interpreted as a sign that something might be wrong. The seventh sign that can indicate the possibility of cheating is when she starts displaying sudden behavior of distrust and excessive jealousy. She starts looking for reasons to pick on you and creates arguments and fights without apparent reason. This tendency to constantly provoke confrontations and conflicts can be a sign that something isn't right. When a woman adopts excessively jealous behavior and starts picking fights without apparent reason, this might be a tactic to justify her own actions. This strategy could allow her to come up with an excuse to distance herself and spend some time away, claiming the need to clear her mind after a disagreement. However, the truth might be that she's creating these conflicts to gain free time and secretly meet with her lover. This behavior of seeking conflicts to justify her absence can indicate ongoing cheating. The eighth sign that can suggest the possibility of cheating is when she starts avoiding your company and seeks opportunities to go out alone. She shows resistance to having you accompany her on her outings, refusing to let you join her at parties or other places. She may insist on going out without you, emphasizing her independence. When a woman starts avoiding you and constantly desires to be alone, this can be a way of indicating that she wants to enjoy moments without your supervision. This attitude can allow her more time to spend with her lover without the need to justify her absence. The deliberate search for independence in her outings and the resistance to having you around can be signs that something is happening behind the scenes. Another sign that can indicate possible cheating is when she stops posting photos with you on her social media. She chooses not to share images that include you by her side anymore and prefers to post individual photos, carefully arranged and often displaying a more seductive appearance. If you notice a drastic change in her behavior, where she avoids taking photos with you to post on her social media, this change can raise suspicions. The deliberate choice to only post photos of herself alone might be related to a desire to attract the attention of another man. She might be concerned about not revealing her commitment to you, her emotions, or her emotional connection. This change in how she shares her life on social media, opting to hide the relationship, can be a significant sign that something is happening between the lines, possibly related to cheating. In addition to the previously mentioned indications, these are also behaviors that many women adopt when they're potentially cheating on their partners or are about to do so. Therefore, if you notice a substantial change in your partner's behavior, if she exhibits these behavior patterns that are recognized as signs of cheating, it's important to be vigilant. Many men tend to doubt the existence of these signs and believe that women don't display them. This thinking can lead to situations where men are cheated on without knowing it, while others are already aware of the situation. Thus, it's crucial to adopt a cautious and watchful approach. Instead of remaining incredulous, it might be more advantageous to carefully assess the situation to determine if there are real signs of cheating. Identifying the truth as early as possible is preferable to living a lifetime in a situation of betrayal. Thank you for watching our video today, and I hope it has been helpful. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share the video with your friends. A hug to all, and until our next encounter.